The first edition of Buccaneers of America by Alexandre Exquemelin. I'm Adam Douglas from Peter Harrington, Senior Specialist in Rare Books, and I'd like to show you this copy. Buccaneers of America, which was printed in London in 1684 for the first time in English, is really the main founding text of our knowledge of the pirates of the Caribbean, the privateers, the buccaneers who ran amok at the end of the 17th century. We get a flavour of it from this first title page in English here. The Buccaneers of America, or a true account of the most remarkable assaults committed of late years upon the coasts of the West Indies by the buccaneers of Jamaica and Tortuga, both English and French, wherein are contained more especially the unparalleled exploits of Sir Henry Morgan, our English Jamaican hero, who sacked Puerto Velo, burnt Panama, etc. The title page then says that it was written originally in Dutch by John Exquemelin. It's given on the title page. Actually, most people now think that he was a Huguenot Frenchman, but I suppose it would be useful in a pirate that you wouldn't know your nationality. This is printed in English for the first time, and the attraction of the book is the lively first-hand account it gives of all the various pirates and the portraits, suitably bloodthirsty looking men, with which the book is illustrated. And there are also plates of various attacks on small towns around the Caribbean. There are a number of folding plates which are all correct here. Here's a nice patriotic plate of the Spanish Armada destroyed by Captain Morgan. Not the first Spanish Armada, but still a Spanish flotilla. This copy has also the continuation of, in English, by Ringrose, and his account here on the second title page is given as the second volume. Although it's a separate work, it's conceived of as a continuation of the first. It's written by Mr. Basil Ringrose Gent, who was all along present at those transactions, and it's printed a year later in 1685. It's rare actually to find the first edition of the continuation with this. This is usually the second edition that is found with it. For some reason, perhaps there were few copies of the first printed, but again a similar work, and we get various maps, various coastal profiles, and all the doings of various pirates. Again, some folding little engraved maps there. And this is a work that lived on in the imagination. It captured the imagination of people like Daniel Defoe. Robinson Crusoe owes something to these kind of stories. And it's much sought after. There's a map of America showing where all this daring do was taking place. This copy is a restore. It has some restoration to it. It's been collectible for a long time, and this is a copy which, so for example, this map here has a little strengthening to the fold on the back, and it's in a rather handsome 19th century binding by Francis Bedford, who's signed the binding down here, who was one of the smarter London binders. It's bound almost as if it was a Shakespeare quarto. It's given such prominence and a nice full gilt spine. It's a very nice copy of the book. For more details on this book and other books of this era, please visit the website.